Hello, Cancer. Welcome to Your Known Unknown, where Source and I will help to shed light on what's unknown for you. This is your Cancerian spread for the new moon energies in Aquarius coming up. I hope this message finds you well. I hope you're doing well. We're going to dive in deep and see what Tarot has messages in store for us. See what it is that we need to see. So without further ado, let's get to it, let's into it, and let's pull some cards, right, Cancer? This is for all placements of the Cancer energies. Angel spirits, guides, ancestors, universe. Perfectly in your new experience. So Cancer, thank you. I don't usually read this deck upside down. So, and I make sure that this deck stays a particular direction. So when a card does pop out reversed, it's a pretty important message of a reversal. And we have the Four of Cups, which is putting off maybe a chaotic mind, chaotic emotions, a lack of meditation, I'm kind of sensing. Might be good nature coming up here in this new moon energy to really ground yourself, right, Cancer? Because you are in tune with the moon quite well, especially being a water sign. I'm seeing that the energy of the new moon coming up isn't exactly going to be emotionally grounding. The Sun card, though. Stepping into a purpose. So maybe the Four of Cups reverse is really implementing kind of more of a Tower-esque moment for you coming up. Because the Sun, I just had a flash of an eyeball right below the Sun here in the mountains. Right here, I just had this little etheric visual of an eyeball. We have perspective, which is like the Hanged Man. Thank you, Spirit. Numbers 12, numbers 19, the number 4. Maybe those are significant. Maybe it's a birthday. What would that be? 4, 19, 12. What's flashing at me? 3 of Wands, vision card, wanting to say hello. So energy's coming up. Kind of what the next chapter is bringing forth. Next chapter. Sorry. Make it so epic, right? These energies, doors opening up for you of experience are that of kind of a disruption inside of self, emotional stability, maybe stability, emotional foundation, something to do with inward feeling, being disruptive, being diseased, rippled, I'm hearing. But that kind of shakeup is necessary for this sun to pop through those pouring waters I'm hearing. And it's aligning you. It's stepping more and more into your purpose, stepping more and more into your truth. We've had a grand collective shift into awakening, also that which being a lot of technological advances and, user friendly things like that that are allowing us to really navigate information a lot more freely. So this grand awakening has been really epic and validating. So you're along this path, this part of this journey, you're in the flow with that collective, and this new moon in Aquarius is amplifying that, is aligning you, directing you, navigating you closer to shifting towards your true purpose, your dream identity. It's going to allow you to look at things from a different kind of point of view. It's going to allow you to see the other side, more of the other side of what you could be, are, or wanting to be, or will be. It's kind of like emotions start pouring. I'm just kind of hearing like lack of focus. Flowing waters. And then the sun comes up, and as you're seeing this other aspect, the sun is setting, or the sun is transferring itself into the moon, and in representation, like you're shifting, changing, you see a different perspective. Maybe you'll see a darker side of yourself, and you'll become and made aware of it. I'm also hearing once made aware of it, you get the opportunity to choose. And the best thing about time is you'll kind of always have the opportunity to choose. It's just more along the lines of your next evolutionary step in advancement, in control of emotional self, alchemizing emotional self into spiritual self, into like spirit. Yeah, so that's cool. Oh, thank you. How are we stepping into these energies? How are we learning to see things from a new perspective? Let's see here. What is this Four of Cups reversed? Thank you. Angel Spirits. What is it? This four. I almost just said that this Angel of Cups, that this Four of Cups once. Whoa. Yeah. Ten of Swords. Disrupting waters. Oh my god. But it's the swords. It's all in your mind. It's all in your mind. Yes, your heart might be triggering it up to your mind, but it's all in your mind. Seven of Swords as well. Two of Pentacles, supporting energy. these. Kind of like a victim of your surroundings here, and it's affecting your mindsets. Thank you for being so patient during that. That's just a really interesting combination. I can read them all one by one, but when they want to pop out, it gets a little muddled up for me sometimes. Especially with the Two of Pentacles here, and I'm seeing like you're in the middle of things and you're trying so hard to balance these things, and they're weighing down on you, they're fatiguing your brain, your mind is not able to relax, like I said. And it's a juggle of external circumstances. Being unable to make choices quite effectively. That inability to make a solid decision and stick to it, that integrity, that determination is going to get you to this energy. So wait a second. So it's like I could say, if you feel like crap, then you're going to keep feeling like crap, and then you're going to change it because you're going to be tired of feeling like crap. Yeah, basically. It's kind of like out of spite to self. You're going to be like, oh, I'm tired of this shit. Let's flip the script a little bit. Tower. Yeah. Something's gonna just, some kind of security to, or how did I say that? The Tower moment, it's showing you these false securities. It's shining light on false securities. So depending on who you are, Tower can represent so many things. The first thing that pops up into your mind when I say, something's going away, something has to go out of your reality. What's the first couple little one or two bunch of words that just pop up into your mind? What are the toughest things that you're having a hard time releasing, or having a hard time that you're aware of? See, that's the thing, is what pops up into your mind is your awareness. So you're obviously aware of it. You know how to do these things. Well, you know what the things are you need to do. Once you act upon them, then you start seeing and getting the next step on how to do them. We're constantly stuck looking at the outcome as opposed to the journey, as opposed to what's happening to us now. It's not up to us to know how long these journeys take. So yes, this is energies coming up for a new moon, which is on a specific day, but energies come and go as they kind of please. Especially they come and go as you kind of desire them. You will them into reality. So we want to just utilize the energies at hand celestially. That's why the moon is such a handy timekeeper. It's such a handy spell, you know, to work with. I don't know, energy. But you can do this anytime you want, whenever your next step is, like I said, in your evolutionary journey. But it's like the shedding of your skin. That's what we call tower moments, which seems to be a pretty popular theme with a lot of cards for other signs that I was pulling. Now, again, I try to say it as shining light on false securities, keeping it as neutral as possible, but also it's shining light. It's allowing you the decision to leap out of the tower and save yourself, or blow up in the cataclysm along the way. But either way, that tower is going to come down. But it's going to come down and crumble away. False securities, things that you're attached to that no longer support you in your journey somehow, some way. It's tough, but I'll say, you know, I've had a really hard time with nicotine. Really hard time with nicotine. Probably out of my whole life, that's probably been one of the hardest things, just for so many reasons beyond explanation. But the thing about the nicotine is, like, it's tough to get over, but it's tough to be on too. And I even casted a little magic in the past, kind of accidentally, kind of intentionally. I was intuited to, like, do this spell, and I correlated, you know, a lot more financial wealth aspects and, like, material abundance aspects to the nicotine that I was indulging in. So I notice that my finances ebb and flow more when it's related to if I'm smoking or not, pretty much. It's interesting stuff. Yes, on the mundane level, you buy more nicotine, tobacco, then whatever. You know, you spend more money, lose more money. But nah, it's not like that when you're the magician, you know. Magician reversed, but the magician. The magician is the trickster energy. Magician reverse is the trickster energy. Kind of more like not quite getting what it is that you're wanting to work on. That's confusing. Oh. I'm hearing being fed up with lying to yourself too. So these energies, this Ten of Swords, the Tower, the Magician reverse, they're leading and allowing this meditation reversed card, this Four of Cups, Piece of Serenity reversed. You know, it's chaos and turmoil, and I guess a diseasement was kind of lightening the load of terms there, huh? Clarify the Sun. The Sun card, Ace of Pentacles. Oh my god, okay. Seven of Cups. And we also have the Four of Cups. So Spirit's gifting you stuff, but not stuff, more like emotional support through energies activating for you. So you keep your senses peeled for those to happen. You keep yourself open to the blessings at hand by viewing things from another point of view, from another perspective. You shift your perspective with this. the energies coming up are shifting perspectives. That's quite good. You're shedding emotional wounds. You're shedding false belief systems. You're shedding painful thoughts and memories. They're just no longer in the forefront. They're no longer able to really grip you unless you allow them to. Ace of Wands, Knight of Pentacles reversed. I'm going to go Temperance too. Knight of Pentacles reversed. For the Hanged Man there. So what I'm seeing is things are going to get tough. But throughout that toughness, that tough time, the universe is offering you this mindset of awareness. The planets are aligning. For many of you, I'm hearing Pingala is arising, is igniting. Pingala is your masculine energy. Pingala is the right side of your energy body, right side of your body. It's kind of like a gift from the universe, but what that really represents is opportunity for you. Lots of opportunity, but there's one that you're particularly not expecting or looking at or giving a full appreciation and focus towards. That really is a very positive trait and gift or attribute about you. That's the Sun card. That's the energy riding right in the middle. And those riding into the Hanged Man, Major Arcana, really trying to flip the script in your mind as towards how you're expressing your gratitude to the universe, how you're expressing your, what are you feeling right now? That's what you're expressing to the universe. If you feel stagnant, if you feel melancholy, if you feel morose, if you feel at peace, if you feel okay, content, lazy, depressed, I don't know, psychotic, I don't know. If you feel like me, you probably feel crazy. But that's the expression you're offering to the universe. That's the relationship that you're having with the universe. So if you feel lacking, you feel like, oh, the universe isn't giving me enough. And then the universe is like, oh, I'm not giving them enough. But the universe works intrinsically with you. So, you know, we can paint a picture of it having a personality as much as we want, but in all quantum reality, I mean, I'm sure they do have, well, I am sure they do have personalities, but that's just also how our brain processes it here. This is how we sense it here. We have to give them characteristics so we feel comfortable with them. Some people don't. Some people don't have to give them characteristics. Some people recognize them exactly for who and why and what they are. And, you know, I think we all do in our own best comfortable way, because whoever or whatever they is, the you that I address, is coming to us in its own fashion, in its way that it wants to be perceived and received. These are the blessings that the universe offers us. It doesn't have to be an entity coming into your dreamscape and you just being like, oh my God. You know, it can be something you've done for yourself a long time ago. Something maybe you just like bought for yourself a long time ago and you just put it down in the corner. You're like, oh, this would be fun. And then, but it's always kind of sat in the back of your mind and you're like, dang, that would be fun to do. That's the things. That's the things that your subconscious and angels and ancestors have offered you throughout time, through nudging your mindsets, to whispering in your etheric ears and your visions and your daydreams and your wisps of memories that help you remember these crazy things from when you were kids. And you're just like, how can I do, what was this cool thing that I dreamt of once? Like when I was a kid, I had this dream. I'm not going to go into the dream, but I had this dream. And in the dream, I died. And I don't really dream of dying very often, but I remember dying. I remember being hit by this train that was kind of like, it was a crashing train. And I remember getting hit by it. And the second something was about to hit me, like I felt it just touch me. And I woke up and I was like, whoa, that was a crazy dream. And then I went back to sleep. When I went back to sleep, I had the same dream. Same train was coming, but I remember sitting there and being like, wait, this is really familiar. I'm going to die if I don't do something about this. And I remember like taking a step over and then I didn't die. And the train went by me. And I was like, I've been here before. This is crazy. So I remember that weird little wisp of a memory from like when I was a child. Somehow it's been seared into my memory banks and I'll just like never forget it. And then throughout life, I recognize that I've had so many other dreams that are just kind of pinpointed and like really pertaining towards them not just being imagination, you know, them being something more, something of self, telling self what's up. Those thoughts, those things, those little whispers that are like helping you out day to day, moment to moment, you got to focus on those. And when you do recognize those, you just say in your mind, thank you, thank you, thank you. You put a smile on your face. You put a smile on your forehead. You go, thank you. Obviously, I'm not alone. Obviously, I'm loved. I wish I could see you all, but somehow I feel you all. Somehow you all know me more than I know me, because when I surrender and I allow my sun to flow through, from these Four of Cups reversed into the shifting perspectives of this hanged man and seeing things from a different light, things really tend to work out in my favor a lot better if I let go of control and I allow something that's divinely orchestrating this, that's progressing me further into maturity and independence growing up in this chaotic, screen-driven world. And what's funny is it's telling me too, it's such a tool to have technology, but it's a bigger blessing to live naturally, to get away from that matrix that we are so ingrained in, yet we so revolve around it. These are Four of Cups thoughts. These are epiphanies. These are magician reverse lifestyles that they're putting us into. We need to go through Tower moments and Ten of Swords. We need to experience those because they do make us stronger. They make us more refined. They make us more capable. They make us more flexible and tangible, playing with the shit that comes in the storms, you know? with the Sun card, Ace of Pentacles, and it's just this big hand of Source coming down with a big, huge pentacle, you know? What is this material blessing that you have or have had in your possession that's really going to set you off to a finer future? But you're going to have to be the one to put in the work to have that finer future. You're the one that has to open that box and put the kit together, whatever it is, you know what I mean? Metaphorically or literally speaking. Ace of Wands, big step. One big step in one right direction. You're focused on empty cups. The universe has a full one right behind you. And you're sitting and you're looking at these empty cups, and they're kind of like your false reality of Seven of Cups. It's like, I'm so overwhelmed with all the things that I could do. What am I supposed to do? And the Spirit's like, we're like right here trying to tell you what you're supposed to do. But you can't hear them. You know why? Because I can't hear them. Because hearing doesn't work the same way. They come in ringing ears. They come in chills in the body. They come in cool breezes or warm air. I don't know. They come in comfort and love and nurturing. And they also come in, I don't even know a word for that. But they come in like never being without. That's what they act as. They act as care for yourself. They act as like the best support system you could ever understand if you let them support you. 32:32 on the clock. Like when you want to start a new routine of something, when you want to pull yourself out of negative mindsets or depression or something like that, and you try to even hop in a new routine, you don't even have to be coming out of depression. You just want to have a New Year's resolution, whatever. And you're falling into the same scripted pattern and programming that you've done for so long, and that's the thing you want to change. And so you try to replace it as opposed to remove it, which is smart. But that's a good idea. That's from higher self to self. That's nudging you in the right direction. The one that's ego is telling you, nah, keep laying down, keep watching TV. You don't have to get up today. Nope. That's ego. That's the devil. That's demons. All right, let's put a more realistic term to it. That's demons. Realistic. It's like you have yourself, which we function as, which is our ego. We live as our ego self. Our good choices are representing our high self. Enough alignment and enough shedding of negative habits and things that are sabotaging to your well-being, you align better with a truer, integral, more light body vibration. It's just how it works. So don't be too hard on yourself if you're making the right choices for yourself, even if they are hard, because that's just proof in the pudding that you're heading way in the right direction. That's something I even have a hard time realizing. Why? Because we're emotional beings. And that's okay. Emotions are loud. They're louder than the subtle voices trying to shift us in our ears, being like, get out of bed, go do your Kundalini yoga practices. I'm like, okay, go pull. Have the discipline. Go pull your tarot cards. I'm like, yeah, okay, you're right. You haven't played your guitar in a long time. Go play your guitar. All right, cool. No, you can't buy food tonight. Tonight's making food. Okay. No dessert. You ate dessert for 4 years straight. You don't get no dessert. but they're also the ones aligning me into my maturity, like I said, and along with virtuous truths and disciplines and integral acts of self-sacrifice, out of the betterment of understanding what it is to experience something different, because I love experiencing, to the point where you can even pick up on which energies are communicating to you most, from which tingles are happening inside of your brain, in your body, like all sorts of things. What they're saying, I don't know. I'm still learning to speak the language. Somehow they speak ours. And again, that's the expression that you're putting off to the universe. That's how you're feeling. What's also really fun too, back when I was saying that they don't quite have a personality the way we perceive it, but their personalities, the way that we do perceive it, are quite perfect for us. They are perfectly tuned into the way that we would understand it best. There is no one way for any of this to act, to feel upon, to have the actions of understanding about. There's no one way. There's not one tarot reader that can express to you the answers you're looking for. All right. There's not one motivational speaker, intuitive influencer, none of this. Not one. You can resonate with a lot, like with the best, with the ones that you're aware of, and I guarantee you probably find new people you resonate better and better with as your frequencies progress throughout your life. That's why you shift interests. That's why we change. That's why we go from adolescence to teens and then go through those same changes and understandings and life changes, then to adulthood. Then we have midlife crises all around the same thing, like more like third awakening in your life kind of deal. Some people have different developments than others, so to each their own. But they speak to you perfectly. And if you're making better choices for yourself, 3737 on the clock, you're doing the right thing. The 32 is 55. The 37 is 1010. We're understanding better. We are progressing. You are validating. You're being validated. Now the Hanged Man also, all the way off to the side, we have the Ace of Wands and we have the Knight of Pentacles reverse. This is telling me that you should shift your perspective to, yeah, it's redundant, but being grateful for what you do have right now. That's how more comes in. That's how the best understandings come in too. The best thoughts and ideas. I was gonna say sometime about the personality thing before 37, 38. You guys are fucking kidding me. Oh my god. So sometimes when you're in your deepest, darkest 10 of Swords despairing moments, actually most of the time, that's when you figure things out, right? That's when you get the really awesome thoughts, the downloads, the good ideas you have when you're in your rock bottom. That's usually the answers to pull yourself out. That's them. They want to say you're welcome. But with that too, when, let's just say, you lose a place, or you're out on your ass from a relationship, you're living in your car. First time you've ever lived in your car. First time you've ever been alone, right? Shit, what a scary night. No money, phone's dead, no power, it's cold, running out of gas, waiting for the gas station to open, sitting in a Walmart parking lot trying to be like, I gotta get my life together. Let's get off drugs. Let's get off of dating. Let's get off of all this crap and figure it out. And that's when green lights start happening. That's when the stores open up. That's when you're like, oh sweet, and then the check comes in, and then all your worries kind of start to fade away a little bit, for a little bit, right? and then it all happens again. Well, in those moments, now that you're aware of it, try being like, I'm so grateful now that the stores are open. Thank you. I'm so grateful now that I do have money. Thank you. What should I do to invest in myself? What should I do to progress myself? And I guarantee you, most of the time, your first answer is, don't go spend this cash right now. I don't need to. But then your emotional body comes through just so loudly, and it's just like, oh no, we need this to do this. I need this to be comfortable. Nope, we need the nicotine. Nope, we need the chips. We need the soda. We need, nope, 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 nope. But I use my money wisely. I put it in my gas tank. Yeah, but do you need to actually drive that thing? Do you need to do any of that? No. Do you want to? Yeah. Are you gonna? Probably, because you're attuned to do it. We are attuned to consume. The balance of consume is create, right? So Knight of Pentacles and Ace of Wands, there's just this big emphasis on balance between the two, but also looking at what you're lacking in and seeing it as opportunities. So like maybe like money is an energy that can come and go. All right. Pentacles are energies that can come and be removed from your reality. What cannot be removed from your reality are your action choices, your ethics, your morals, how you stand, how you perceive anything inside of you, which is everything, by the way. So how you choose to view of what it is that you could potentially be lacking in or not achieving in is up to you. Do you see it as a challenge, or do you see it as a brick wall you can't get over, as a mountain? No. Do you see it as an opportunity, you know? What opportunities do you have around you? What doesn't have a material exchange for you to enjoy some self-satisfaction from? What don't you have to pay for to enjoy your time? I mean, technically, you always have to pay for something, whether it be with your time, with your attention, focus, presence, emotions. Then yes, it can also be money. It can be gas. It can be your physical labor. It can be candles you watch burn every night, knowing that that's dollar bills, but you love that fire. Like the risk is worth the expenditure for something that's important to me. So I invest wisely in myself and I don't spend elsewhere. We've had this agreement made. You have to make your own agreement with yourself. What are you happy and pleased doing and being with what it is that you are expending yourself with? When you get income, how is it outgoing? Is it outgoing? There should be a balance even between outgoing and staying within too, both energetically and financially. So the Hanged Man, seeing your things as from a different light, you're not lacking. The universe has gifted you all that you need, 100%, all that you need already, and will come up soon. Like, you're gonna be fine. I've been playing games with the universe for a while now, just trying to see, like, what is it that they can have control over and what is it that is not in their control, which is funny because I can't even really say that. Everything's in their control, but what am I unaware of them being in their control? So it's just really funny. I'm not going to go into it. Let me see what it is that we need to step it up in. Well, yeah. Six of Wands reversed. Eight of Swords reversed. The World card. Ways that we can step it up, or just not wasting your energy on these false battles that are no longer supportive energies of yourself. It's not important to hang on. Okay, it is hard to let go. First off, it is very difficult. When you're attached to something, it's so hard. But when you hang on to it, it just eats away at you. So, like I said earlier, a super amazing technique is replacing something as opposed to removing something. So you like implement something new to replace the actions that are there, that you're wanting to achieve. Other areas we can step it up. Eight of Swords reverse. Just quit lying to yourself and deceiving yourself. You know what it is that you need to do. You could even be, with this Magician reverse energy, you could be hypocritical of yourself. You could be somebody who gives and offers really good advice for people, but you don't take advice for yourself. And that's tough. We get that. I can totally relate with that. It's hard with yourself because you go, where's the value? And that's the thing. That's what we're working towards. It should be like you can make promises for somebody else that you love, but you don't make and keep them, but you don't make promises for yourself and keep them all the time. It shouldn't be that way. For some reason it is. It just shouldn't be that way. It should be self first, because selfish and selfless both have self in them first. And it's okay to be selfish. You've been so selfless for so long. You deserve it to be selfish now. You deserve to have what's yours. You don't have to take anything from anybody at all. You just deserve what's yours. But you have to be genuine about it. You have to be just about it. You have to be integral about it. Honorable, and as authentic as you can possibly fathom to be. And what that means is, like, if you really don't want to go do something and somebody invites you to do something, you can just gracefully say, no. No, thank you. Or you could, if you don't want to go do something and somebody invites you to go do something, that's when you should say, okay. But, not if you feel unsafe. Like, trust your gut about it. If you know you're just like, I'm just scared, I can make up all these excuses, I really just don't want to go. And then they're like, okay, fine. And then you just sit at home and you like sit alone and don't really do anything. Even if you enjoy doing that because it feels comfortable and you're used to it, that doesn't mean it's good for you. Breaking free from your mind is good for you. Relaxing your mind is good for you. I'm not saying you have to go and socialize with people. Some people have crazy social anxiety too. But you can get out and go on a hike and be by yourself. If you don't like outside, you can go do something else. See, now you're just making excuses. Okay? There's something that you can do that you know is good for you, and that's what it is you should focus on. There's something that you do or want to do that you have not done that is just kind of nipping away at the back of your mind, like I've said. And that's the sun. That's the perception change. That's the Ace of Wands. And then whatever it is, you are already well off with it. The universe has supported you into it, and or will be offering you this here soon. The World card, where we can step it up. Believing in yourself, believing in your own expansion, believing in your own deepening in connection to self, and whatever that can represent, and then come and show forth as. There's two ways for us to really play this game. One way I feel is emotionally and spiritually and mentally. Another way is mentally, physically, environmentally. Okay? So what that means is if you work in one department, the other one kind of progresses too. If you work in another one, this one kind of progresses intrinsically as well. So if you're having brain fog, writer's block, can't figure out something, confused, depressed, clean your house, go wash your laundry, go wash your floors, go wash your folding, go wash your laundry, do your laundry, clean your kitchen, do something. If you hate cleaning, it doesn't matter. Go clean your car. Oh my God, go clean your car. Clean between the wheels. If that's not your cup of tea, go do some budgeting. Go do something that takes care of stuff and clears the slate off your mind for a little bit. Wait a little bit of time. When it's done, feel good about the job you did. Hey, go do some more if you got it in you. If not, sit back. Don't put on Netflix. Don't put on TV. Sit back, relax, and just view your thoughts for a minute. Witness how much better you feel and how much clearer the thoughts are coming through, how much more comprehensible the thoughts are coming through. It's not like they're louder. It's not like they're literally more intense, bro. They're clearer. No, they're more comprehensible. They're more concise. They become more of like a reality. Slow, here, memorable, witnessable, experientiable, experiential. Stupid. Believe in your expanse. Believe that the wheels turn in the universe, and no matter what, you progress through it. Whether it be the amount you want, the volume you want, whatever. Well, that's your goals and dreams, and you just always have something to work towards. That's why we keep going. So you're feeling all these Four of Cups when you should be focusing on the world aspect of yourself, broadening your creational energy, broadening your own horizons. Just hearing some weird stuff. Hear all kinds of weird stuff out here. Are we complete? Cancer, we are complete. I hope this message resonates with you. Was definitely a very in-depth spread here. These are the energies and messages for you if you so choose to accept them. We're going to take a deep breath if you would like to lock in these energies, integrate them in. Take a deep breath to disconnect from the channel. I'll send some love and light energies your way. and then we'll be on our way. Just take a deep breath with me if you would like. Thank you, thank you for receiving me, Cancer, and happy new moon in Aquarius. We are complete. Until next time, much love.